Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I would share with you my top tips for freshers. A lot of you have been asking specifically on my vlog channel to start doing some more uni content on my main channel to help you guys out, for those who are thinking about going to university this year in September, who have applied and are looking forward to it, and just sort of share my experience and tips. I have done an actual freshers experience like a couple weeks after Freshers Week and I'm going to leave it down below if anyone wants to go watch that. That's more about how my Freshers Week sort of went on, but this video is to share top tips for you guys to get the most out of your freshers experience, whether that's making friends, your money situation, if you don't drink, like what sort of things you can do and all those sort of things. I've written them all down here so I can remember them all and make sure I don't forget anything. I think I have 4 tips down here to prepare for Freshers Week, as I feel like you need to prepare for it in several ways. One being money. You don't usually get your student loan until the week after freshers, so you're going to have to go to uni with money. Therefore, I would recommend that you either worked in summer or have some sort of savings that you can take to uni and use in Freshers Week. You don't want to get to uni and not be able to experience anything, whether you do go out drinking in the evenings or want to do things out in the day with your flatmates, course mates, whatever. Make sure you have money with you because you will regret it if you don't have any. A lot of people don't even realise when their loan comes in, and it is very important to check before you go to uni so you know that you need money before you go. Whether your parents are able to support you, they might be able to do that and then you pay them back when you get your loan through. I'm not really sure, but just make sure you have money before you go, because you will literally not survive freshers without money unless you just want to sit in your room. Obviously that's fine, like I know a lot of people don't go to uni for socialising and freshers, and people just go for their degree, which is fair enough, but for those who want to go and do all these things, you will need money. To be fair, my money situation was okay. I saved up a lot over summer and I didn't use as much money as I thought I was going to in Freshers Week. I think I spent around the £100 mark. I know people have gone into hundreds and hundreds, and you don't need to spend as much as me. I went out about 5 nights in Freshers, which obviously you don't have to do. Like, I couldn't really hack it myself. I don't know, I did that to myself and my body, but I just wanted to get myself out there. That's the reason I sort of went out. I wasn't pressured into doing it. I did fancy like going out and drinking. My main priority though was to make friends, so I thought this way it's so easy to make friends when you've been drinking and people have a bit of alcohol in their system. It's easy to go and chat to someone, communicate. Whether you go to a bar, a pub, or you actually go to a club, you always meet new people, especially when you go out. Like in the toilets, the girls are so lovely. Every time me, Megan and Hattie go out, we always have a chat with some girls in the toilets because it just seems to be a thing, and you just get to know people in the weirdest situations at uni. It's really weird, but yeah, my main point about this is just to take money if you are planning to do these things. Number 2, in preparation for Freshers Week, I personally don't think you need to buy a wristband or tickets for the clubs. Obviously you can if you know you're going to go out every single night, but you don't know how anything's going to pan out if you've not been in contact with your flatmates before you move in. Luckily we had like a Facebook group, but if you don't know whether your flatmates have got wristbands, most of them might be going to somewhere else and you don't really want to go to a venue on your own, especially if you don't know the area. So I personally don't think buying a wristband or ticket is necessary. I never did, and neither did most of my friends, and we just went out a little bit earlier in the evening. 1, it's a cheaper ticket. 2, you don't even have to buy tickets in advance or have a wristband. You can just get into the club straight away. It's not as packed and crazy, and you can have a longer evening out and you get more for your money, I guess. So yeah, I just recommend going out a little bit earlier than you usually do at uni. Most people on a night out now, we go out around midnight-ish. We started pre-drinking a lot earlier in Freshers than we do now. We start pre-drinking about 9 now, but in Freshers we pre-drinked, yeah, obviously you don't have to pre-drink, just after 6 sometimes, and then we went out at about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock to ensure that we got a space. And there was so many places, so many companies and clubs hype up the clubs are going to be sold out and all the tickets are going to go, but honestly they just do that for obviously promotion and exposure and to force people to buy tickets. You don't need to buy tickets in advance, I promise you. Like honestly, like I've not known a club to sell out of tickets unless there's a special guest there, which there really wasn't at Freshers. Another thing before you actually arrive at uni is make sure you buy your food beforehand. When I came to the University of Lincoln, I went to one of the local supermarkets at Lincoln once we'd arrived. We went to Tesco and then brought all my food shops straight back to my flat and put it all in the kitchen. I personally think it's such a better option to get your food at the beginning of the week before Freshers, because you'll thank yourself later when you come back, whether you're hungover, need some bread, like all of the essentials. Make sure you get them the week before, because you will honestly thank yourself when you've got all this food ready for the week, because you want to spend most of your time interacting with people, going out and stuff. So you don't really have time to go and food shop in your first week if you were as busy as me. Like, I definitely didn't. Obviously you can, but I just personally recommend going to buy your food shop before, so you're fully prepared for your first week at uni, and then maybe go at the weekend before you start your lectures. And also you save money, because usually your parents kind of help you out and buy the food for you. And then my final tip in preparation for freshers would be try and find people on Facebook beforehand. I had a few course mates I'd spoken to. We had a course group chat go on from about April, I think. So literally months before I even started uni, we had a Facebook group. Lots of universities have Facebook groups and email you to help you engage and interact with people on your course and to try and find your flatmates. We had a specific Lincoln Courts group chat, and then I managed to find my flatmates before we'd even moved in, so we could see each other's faces, have a bit of a chat, get to know each other a little bit before we'd come, so it wasn't as awkward, because obviously everyone gets a bit nervous about meeting new people. Most people who have been commenting on my videos have been asking about making friends and stuff, and I will get more into that later. Speaking on Facebook chats, it's such a good feeling, because you know there are going to be people there that are similar to you, and you get a bit of an idea of who you're going to be living with. Okay, so moving on to Freshers Week itself. Number one, make sure you go to the Freshers Fairs. Every single university that I've researched into and seen have had a Freshers Fair. Please make use out of this. Get your bum up, even if you've drank the night before, and go to the Freshers Fair. It's such a good experience. I wish I even got more than I already did. Like, we spent, I'd say, a couple of hours, maybe an hour and a half in the Freshers Fair, which was in our Students' Union building, and there are ridiculous amounts of stalls, not just from the university but from companies who live in the city and that just want to sort of help students out and kind of welcome them into the area. Domino's came and they were giving free pizzas out. It helps you save money. This is a money saving tip. Go to Freshers Fair. You get so many vouchers. We had free Subways, vouchers for all the clubs. So if you are going out on Freshers, they give you like free drinks or money off drinks. It's so helpful for saving money in the first week, especially as it's your own money and it's not your student loan yet. You also get free food, free tote bags, free pens. So you get loads of stationery, which is always good. I got so many tote bags. It's amazing. They're really handy to take to uni as well if you've only got like a couple of books to carry in. Yeah, you just get so many freebies and vouchers, so definitely make the most of Freshers Fair by going. You'll be so happy when you get home and you go through everything, you're like, I've got so much free stuff, and utilise it. We didn't go get our Domino's pizza and I hate myself every single day for it. We are so excited for Freshers Fair for my second year because we just want the free Domino's and to actually use it. We went on the day that it finished after the time it said, so yay, I hate myself. There was also a societies fair. I'm not sure if all the unis do this, but we actually had a societies fair at the University of Lincoln too on another day, and every single society at the university had a stand in the same place. I wanted to walk around and get to know what sort of like clubs and things you can join at university, how much they cost. There are people at the stands who are part of these societies that can literally walk you through exactly what happens, what they're about, how much it costs, if it costs anything at all, and go through everything. It's so helpful. I really wish I joined a society. I kind of don't regret it because I wanted to focus more time on friends and socialising and interacting and embracing the uni life, because I feel like I would have gone into overload. Everything is so overwhelming when you come to uni. Everything, you're literally like thrown into adulthood and you're kind of like, ah. So I think joining a society would have made my brain explode. So at the beginning of second year, I am going to be joining a society, maybe two. I'm going to start the musical theatre society, as I've missed dancing so much. Like, I dance and sing and act and stuff, so I'm going to start doing that in September. If you're a lover of sport or any of the arts, literally there are random clubs as well. We have like a Harry Potter society, a pizza society, I'm pretty sure I saw, an assassin society. There's so many random things that people have set up and people go to and love. Make sure to go to the societies fair, especially if you're again worried about making friends. There is something that will interest you at most universities, so go over and speak to them. And again, it's another opportunity to make friends when you go to these clubs, whether they're in the evenings or during the day. It is literally another opportunity to make a new friend. So yeah, go to the societies fair because they're definitely worth it as well. There are also things like student wellbeing, student finance if you are worried about money. I'm going to do a whole video on budgeting and my student loan and stuff very soon. I currently get a bursary, which is really good. My university give me a bursary every single semester, which helps me out a lot, especially if you're struggling or if your parents are struggling to support you, because I know a lot of people are worried about the money situation at university and it's not pretty. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it's like shit. Like right now, this semester, I am absolutely fucked. Yeah, you'll survive. Like look at me. Managing money is just a very difficult thing at uni, and I'll explain more about it in my student loan video. There are places to support you at the university, that's what I'm basically saying, and you can talk to them if you have any worries. Okay, so next thing I'm going to talk about is moving day. On moving day, I came with my mum, dad, brother and my boyfriend. They all helped me move in. We came in 2 separate cars because I had a lot of stuff. After I set up all my stuff in my room, my parents left, and obviously there were tears. If you are sad, let out your emotions, because that's going to definitely help. I was like crying and looking at them out the window as they left. But it's just quite an emotional experience because you're being left alone and you're sort of living on your own for the first time. So it is a very sensitive and emotional time when you first move into uni, especially for me. But my top tip, unless you do want to be on your own, I would really recommend, like I started crying and then I was like, no, I need to suck it up, go out there and meet my flatmates. So I literally was like, right, wiped my eyes and walked over to Hattie's room and knocked on her door and was like, hi, are you okay? Like, because I know she'd been upset because her mum had left before mine, and we just started chatting, and literally now we're best friends. Like, she's one of my best friends in the whole world. Like, I love her so much. I don't know, we just clicked so well. Like, we're so similar, and I'm very lucky and I'm very fortunate to have someone like that who lives literally opposite rooms to me. And I know that's not going to be the case for many people. Like, I do feel blessed for that. As soon as your family leave, I'd recommend just going out there and chatting to people, because it will distract you from the whole situation. And it will stop you from feeling instantly homesick. Like, just go and make conversation, talk to people, take your mind off things so you don't overthink everything. It helped me out anyway. Like, okay, the next huge topic that I'm going to talk about is making friends. So many people are worried about making friends at uni. I get so many questions that I can't even explain. It is a massive worry, and I know what I'm going to tell you is not going to help. You're still going to be super nervous before you come, because I watched so many YouTube videos about freshers and I was still nervous to come. Like, I can't stop that for you, which I really wish I could. But I can't even stress to you enough how many opportunities there are to meet new people and make friends. There are so many. First of all, the obvious one is your flatmates. Once you move in, interact with them, go out with them, talk to them, discuss things. Like, it's so easy, especially if you're drinking again. Like, we played so many like drinking games that helped us get to know each other, sort of what we liked, what we disliked, who we were. It's just nice because you're going to be living with these people, so you should make it a big effort to go into there. And oh, massive tip, stay open-minded. Stay open-minded, don't have an idea of who you'd want to be your friend. Just listen to people, let them tell their stories. Don't like discard someone if you have just a different opinion to them. Just keep your mind open, allow them to be themselves and you be yourself. And if you don't click after a few weeks, then you know that you won't get on. Like, just keep your mind open and give people a chance. But obviously I know that you can't be friends with everyone and you're not going to like everyone, so yeah, but just keep open-minded. Another way to make friends is obviously your course. Again, there was a Facebook group for my course, so I got to know people before, and now I have 2 other friends that I always walk to my lectures with, and we get on really well. It's really easy to make course mates because they obviously have similar interests to you, because they picked your course. I found it quite easy to make friends because of the Facebook groups. At my university we had lots of tutorials and workshops and stuff where we could meet people on our course, so it's easy to like start chatting to people. It comes so naturally. Like, it looks like I'm so confident, and in my vlogs everyone's like, how are you so confident at uni? How do you vlog at uni and stuff like this? But I have only gained confidence from being at uni. I can't explain. Like, I was the most unconfident, shy person in the world, and as soon as I come to uni, like, making friends and speaking to new people came so naturally to me. Same with my friends, they both said it was such a natural process to start talking to people and getting yourself out there. It's so weird. Like, I can't explain how unconfident I was and how self-conscious I was in myself before I came. But yeah, course mates and flatmates are like your main 2 options for friends. If you're still struggling, again, like I said, the societies, that's another way to find people with similar interests to you. Going out, you obviously don't have to do this, but going out to clubs, bars, pubs, you get chatting to people whether you're standing at the bar. Like, you could end up just chatting to someone there. You can meet someone there if you're going to societies or at the Freshers' Fair at a stall. You might see someone, they might have a nice jacket or something. You can always pick out a nice clothing item. Say, oh my god, I really love your top, blah blah. Are you new? Are you a fresher? What do you study? It's so easy to talk to people here. It's kind of more difficult, I'm not gonna lie, in the second semester, because everyone's like in their own cliques and groups, so it's a bit more difficult. But going to these sort of like fairs and events will help you to meet lots of new people and get to know others. I have so many people's numbers in my phone that I have no idea who they are from meeting them on nights out. They put their number in, I'm like, hi, you alright? We should definitely meet up. And my last tip for finding friends is is kind of more for people who do YouTube and blogging like me, I guess. I've managed to find so many like bloggers and vloggers from Lincoln, not just the university but from the surrounding area, and I've met up with a couple since I've come here. Like, I love Amy so much. Her name's Ames Banks, she also goes to University of Lincoln. She's so lovely and we get on really well. We went out for cocktails last week and it was just really fun, and it was nice to find someone again who had similar interests to me. And also, if you're struggling for money, go get a job, and again, you're going to find colleagues that you're going to become friends with. If you work in like a clothing shop or a food shop or something around by your university, you're going to make new friends. Also, the university offer lots of like jobs, like student cafe jobs or open day jobs, so you might be able to make friends that way too. Like, it's so easy and there are so many opportunities. Okay, this is kind of a bit more of a light-hearted one for girls. Don't wear heels. Never wear heels on a night out. Like, there's just no point. Everyone's in trainers. Uni clubbing life is really chilled. Like, everyone's just in jeans, a top and some shoes. Sometimes I wear a skirt if I'm feeling a bit fancy, but it's always trainers on the feet. Comfort is key. You don't know how long you're going to be out for, and I don't know, just no one else wears them. I don't know why. When I went home for Christmas, I took a lot of my heels back because I don't need them. I only have one pair of black heels now, I think. It's just unnecessary really. I just have a couple of pairs of trainers that I use for nights out. You don't need as many heels as you think. Another thing that I find a lot of people worry about is drinking. Do not feel pressured to drink. Do not give in to peer pressure. Be yourself. As cringy as that sounds, you have to be yourself. You can't lie to anyone at uni. There's no point. You might as well be truthful about yourself, because not only will it make you closer to people if you discuss your insecurities or your interests, likes and dislikes, it's just nice to have a fresh slate and be yourself. People are so much more loving and accepting at uni compared to school. Like, school is a very toxic environment for me, and university has been so lovely. Everyone doesn't know who you are and you can literally just start fresh. It's just so nice not having rumours surrounding you and being in a completely different area. That's why I moved quite far away from home. It's not really that far, it's only about an hour and 45 minutes. That's what I like about uni, just being myself. Like, I found myself so much more. Like, I went and got my nose pierced. It's not really that deep, but I got my nose pierced. I've been wanting to do that for years, but I always felt self-conscious to do that. Felt nervous making my videos, and you can definitely see the confidence level in my videos since I've come to university, because I used to get bullied for that too. But yeah, I just found myself at university, and I will do another video about that maybe, because it's quite a cringy thing to talk about, like being yourself at uni. And I don't know, just be yourself at uni. You don't have to, you're not there to impress anyone, you're there for your degree, and if you find someone along the way to be friends with, which you will, I promise you will if you are looking for friends, then that's a bonus. Like, there are going to be so many people with a similar mindset to you, so please don't worry. Like, it makes me so sad that people worry so much about it, because I did, and although I watched as many of these videos as possible, I just still was so nervous. Well, to be fair, I was really happy to come to university. It was just the day before that I felt so nervous, mainly because of the friend situation. Like, I couldn't really make friends very well at school, and I didn't have very much luck with friendships, so it was quite difficult. But okay, and the last thing that I wanted to talk about freshers is during the day, make sure you go out as well. You don't really want to be like stuck in your room with hangovers every single second of the day. Make sure you go out and do things, whether you're exploring the city. It's really nice, like, get to know where you're living, where everything is, like maybe the doctors, the food shops, the clothes shops for people like me, and just having a look around. But I went out during freshers to look in the shops for more things to make my room feel homely, and I don't know, so I felt more at home. So in freshers, if you are feeling a bit homesick, which I know a lot of you may feel or may think you might feel, go and find things that are going to make your room homely. I've got literally tons of, like, I bought this poster at Freshers Fair. Walls, I've got postcards, I got so many photos printed out and sent to my accommodation, and I've got loads of like plants and stuff, things that make me feel like happy and homely and comfortable. It's really nice to fill your room with things that are going to make you not so uneasy and sad maybe. Like, I've got photos of my family everywhere. Like, I love my family so much, and some of my friends from home, my boyfriend, and I just make my bed really cozy as well. Like, I've just bought this new cushion from Primark because I love it, and I've got my little elephant cushion here. I don't know, I just felt like making my room homely made me less homesick. I wouldn't say I suffered from homesickness, I just miss my family more than anything, so that's why I got my photos. But you're going to live in your room for a year, so make it as homely as quick as possible, and then when you actually come back, you'll feel like, I'm back at home. You just need to make it your temporary home. So that's all the things that I wanted to discuss in this like freshers tips video. Make sure to let me know if you have any questions by commenting down below, anything that I didn't cover or something that you're worried about at university. I do regular Q&As. Literally just uploaded at the weekend a huge university Q&A, which I'll link down below. If you want an insight into my life and some other really popular university questions that other people have asked me, I'm also happy to make these on a regular basis. So if you have any that I haven't covered before, then make sure to comment them down below. I also chat to people on my Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter DMs, so go and add me on any of them. They're always in the down bar. I'm so happy to help everyone. Like, I reply to every single message. Anyone who's watching this video, you'll know that I reply to all your messages because I just love chatting to you anyway. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy, subscribe down below if you're new, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.